Hey guys, welcome as we're getting into this next round of 16 game. It's game number 2. We're going to be spawning directly on top of mouzCC.MorroW, who at the moment is up 1-0 in this best of 3. His opponent is none other than ROG.elfi, who is the red Protoss in the top right. We're playing on Daybreak, TSL4 Daybreak. And it's so cool to have this entire series happening. I mean, these guys are playing incredibly well. Elfi was just incredibly aggressive in that last game. MorroW did an amazing job of just defending with only 2 bases. And he had a really weird start to the game, going for a proxy hatch into the natural expansion of Elfi, just exactly where Elfi would want to throw his Nexus, but Elfi ends up going for a 2-gate Zealot Rush as his add-on to that, and it ends up being pretty effective in forcing MorroW to get units, continues to delay MorroW's third, continues to delay MorroW's third even more, goes for Vortex on top of that, and then tries to go for an old-school Vortex Colossus Ball, but MorroW going for his Mass Corruptor ends up target firing the Colossi before the Void Race, and it ends up being incredibly effective to the point of just decimating that army very, very quickly, and it allows the ground forces to completely overrun Elfi and end up making a very one-sided endgame battle with a army composition that actually spawned an internet show called Imbalanced. So, well done by MorroW, to say the least, as I think it's incredibly interesting to see that he target fired the Colossi before target firing the Void Rays. Just from a player standpoint, I think that's something a lot of Zerg players should actually take note of, as it really shows the priority. Because if you can keep those the Hydras and everything alive, the ground forces alive, then the Vortex all of a sudden don't just have to deal with fighting the Corruptors, but they have to deal with fighting the Hydras as well. And then that added DPS of both of those will end up being incredibly effective. But there we see MorroW is going straight for the third base as his natural expansion. Elfi will be able to see this, and he does not have a Forge. He's going 17 Nexus, 17 Forge, so there's going to be no opportunities for him to actually go for any kind of cannon rushing over here, which is actually something that can be very, very powerful, because when you block this natural, it's very easy to go back here and just throw cannons behind this mineral line, in these nooks and crannies, just to continue being aggressive and taking down the hatchery almost for free. Now we're seeing him going for his gateways, forge, and all that. His tech is going to be at a pretty quick timing. And also, for those Protosses out there, you understand how annoying it can be to wall off on Daybreak. And now we're seeing how Elfi's going to have a pretty good wall. He'll actually be able to get it to be basically one Zealot-wide chub, probably throwing down his Cybernetics Core, another gateway here, pylon there, something like that. I don't know. But he should be in a pretty good spot to somehow get this sim-seated off into a good position. So that's definitely nice to see. This pylon delay is going to be not lasting for very long, because MorroW's going to be able to deal with that and then get his hatchery down with very minimal delay, just a 100 mineral delay, and that's really nothing at this point in the game. But this probe is still alive, and if this probe stays alive, I highly doubt MorroW won't scout for it, but what this means is that there's a nice presence of the possibility of proxy pylons. Elfi's also going to be able to use this to scout. If he can confirm 3 bases from MorroW, he'll know that MorroW is not going for a Baneling bust, or some form of 2-base cheese, or it's going to be crazy roaches and all that, but as you can see, MorroW has successfully found this probe, and it basically means that all Elfi's going to be able to do is confirm the natural expansion, and then just retreat and try and keep this probe alive. Yep, pulls right back after seeing the natural expansion. So there's the Cybernetics Core is now done. We could have the +1 and the +1 in the warp gate coming in soon. We've got the Stalker going to be streaming forward. He's going to try and use this to be a little bit aggressive, but did that Zerg just take out that probe? No, it did not take out the probe. Injured probe? No injured probe. Probe. Ah, there's that scouting probe being followed by that Zergling. Yeah, so now the Zergling is not going to be able to take out that probe. No way. Will MorroW actually pull it back? Yeah, MorroW pulls it back. Nice, very nice awareness. And now that'll just be a scouting probe. And wait a second, why isn't he chasing after that Overlord? Wait a second, there are 2 wolves. Oh, Elfi's nice, nice building placement. He kind of needs to get another pylon here or a pylon here. Pylon here is probably a better spot, but there's still 2 zealots that we need to fill this hole over there. Alright, so now the Stalker's going to go ahead and run around, try and take out the lings that he can. This guy is actually going to go ahead and start looking out for a quick third. Because there are some tosses that do like to sneak in a really quick third. But a Robo is going down now, so we might see Warp Prism play actually coming out of Elfi. If you can get a Warp Prism into the main base, 1 force field down here, warping more reinforcements, he basically has a free kill on this entire main base. and that's going to be really unfortunate. But it looks like MorroW should be able to save this Overlord, and yeah, Elfi knows that. He's going to go ahead and just re-target it, not anything. He's going to take one shot to the Queen's face, and then looks like he'll be retreating. But we have Overlord scouting, going to be able to see this gateway. It's going to get close to seeing the robo soon, but we are watching an observer be made. Let's see the gateways and everything going down. We got gateway from elfi in the main base. Lee gives him the 3 gates and a robo, but look at the Overlord spread from MorroW. He's going to be able to see everything. He missed the robo! He pulled back before the robo! Oh my god, he pulled back before the robo. Oh, MorroW. Oh, MorroW. And then MorroW's going down. So you know what, elfi could just be going for the mortal play, going for the 4-gate mortal sentry big push, and MorroW I don't think he's gonna listen. Unless he's looking at the shimmering and seeing the observer is there, he does not know about this robo. And if he gets caught off guard by a big sentry and mortal push, it's terrible news for Zergs. But we do see he's going to go for his lair right now. He actually might be able to get out mutas or infestors in time for this push from elfi. But elfi should be pushing out once he gets his 3rd immortal done, and we see more gateways are being added on. So elfi's going to have a lot of units to go ahead and just attack with this. And that could be really bad for MorroW. I mean, terrible for MorroW, in fact. MorroW is just right now continuing to drone up. 14 drones are going to increase his count to 65, if I can do math. And there is that lair down, double EO chambers. Are we going to have some form of lair tech? Looks like we're going to have a Spire. Okay, so MorroW's going to go for Spire. I don't mind that choice at all, actually. He's going to be able to get a lot of mutas, and if he can get out a big ball, elfi could be caught off guard. And when you're focused on immortals and sentries, you don't have that much in terms of anti-air. And you see more sentries are coming in, and it looks like elfi may be forced to push sooner than he would really want to. Lings are being annoying and running around, but with this immortal, we're going to see, yeah, here comes the push. The 10-minute sentry immortal push. But I don't see any proxy pylons or probes or whatever here. So observer is running around the map, but it looks like it's seen the Spire, and I guess elfi's going to commit and go for this attack, even in the face of knowing the Spire is going to come in. But MorroW's going to be pushing forward. Where's this probe that is apparently going to be building a proxy pylon? There's that probe, but to be honest, this probe may be too late. This may be actually delaying this push to the point that will allow MorroW to get out enough units to defend. We see a bunch of Lings are coming forward, but MorroW is actually choosing not to use his gas for the mutas yet. He's going to choose to go for the Lings instead, but now we're having a lot of units getting picked off, and that is not a good spot for a pylon. But the probe is there. There we see that pylon going to be thrown down over here. MorroW is throwing down some spawn crawlers. We got 4 spawn crawlers in a good spot to attack anything that comes up the ramp, but they're not done. They're only halfway done. And oh god, we got 3 immortals. Those sentries are in there. Now we're going to see force fields to lock in those Lings. Yes, we do. We do. The Lings actually turn around though, and now these sentries, one gets picked off. Any sentry get picked off is going to be a really important deal. We have Lings coming from the back, but now we're having stalkers. Pure stalkers coming in. This is going to be devastating. We've got 6 sentries, but we have the spawn crawlers done. Ling Muta, though, is not the best DPS army. Now we're going to have these immortals here to wreck apart these spawn crawlers, and elfi is doing so much damage right now. He's continuing to push forward. These mortals just are not dying. They're just a couple lost their shields. We have a War Prism in play as well. Do we have a double-pronged attack? Looks like we don't have a double-pronged attack, but this is going to allow for Warpins on top of the creep. That's going to be really, really bad. elfi is continuing to push forward. We have a lot of Lings here. They do have the carapace upgrade, so these +1 zealots are not going to be super effective against them. This is going to be very effective against them, but now here come all the drones engaging. The immortals are still alive. One is about to fall. The mutas are still here. These mutas could be the really key thing in defense. MorroW may actually be able to defend this, although elfi is killing a whole lot of drones. We're down to 43 drones here, but the mutas are now going to reign supreme against these zealots. That's not going to go well for those zealots. They're just happily going to try and move forward and do nothing. And now all of a sudden elfi is at 56 food. MorroW is at 83. MorroW is also in a great spot. We have this overlord that I guess was trying to scout, but I got Twilight Council, and it looks like elfi is now forced to be quite contained. The muta count, once it starts increasing, it's going to become a deadly count of mutas. 9 mutas are going to be, unfortunately, going to be able to kill off some probes, do some bit damage there, and elfi only has 49 probes. He killed 25 drones, but look at this. The drone count is still in the favor of MorroW, because he can just spawn larvae and build more and more and more. So he really did what he needed to defend, but here he comes with another Warp Prism harassment. There we go. They're starting to drop down now, and we're going to have MorroW losing a queen, maybe. Oh, actually, look, the queen looking like it's going to be able to survive. You've got some changelings from MorroW just sitting down there doing nothing. But now we're going to have these Zealots probably just pick off these two gassing drones. See, that one goes down. But now they're going to wail on an extractor. Actually, that's actually a good pick-off, considering the mutas that are coming from MorroW, although we're actually going to see him attacking the lair. That's not going to get killed. These mutas are going to continue running around trying to be a little bit of damage, but they've managed to kill off a couple of probes down there. What's most important is that, wait a second, is this lair actually going to fall? No way. No way, the lair might actually fall. The mutas are coming into play right now. MorroW is now, his lair is going to fall. It falls! The lair gets killed. What? The lair just got killed. And now we're having MorroW sitting here with getting mutas, but that's really all he kind of needs in the situation. He's going to continue doing more damage. The Zealots are just focusing on scouts right now. There's no other lair coming down. There's no other bases coming here from MorroW. He just has a macro house coming into play. elfi's got his units in here. He's lost his forge, which is a really significant thing because he wants attack upgrades to be as effective as he can with these blink stalkers. But the muta count is going to start getting quite scary. We're up to 16 mutas now, 42 probes to 52 drones. This main base is being retaken by MorroW, and it's good because he still has a fair amount of stuff down here. These larvae are actually in danger of dying from the lack of creep. We can probably keep an eye on that and watch them die later on. But now we've got a spine crawler being brought down here, and now the question is there going to be more Warp Prism harassment, because I think the Warp Prism got taken out by the mutas, and that might have been what gave the time for elfi to actually take down the lair. elfi's food is now going to be higher, but looking around, Dark Shrine. Hey, one behind, Dark Shrine. There's one cannon. The force is re-put down in the main. There's no charge. It's just blink stalkers. I don't see a Templar Archives or anything, but this DT Shrine could be both for harassment as well as Archons. And Archons are really good against the mutas, to say the least, especially if the mutas don't magic box. However, I doubt MorroW is going to make the mistake to not magic box. But elfi is continuing to move around with this observer. He's getting a good track on the fact that there's no fourth base, but I hope he just saw there's a drone moving down here to get this fourth base, actually. Because once MorroW gets this fourth base, it's going to be really hard for elfi to deal with mutas. The cloud's going to be devastatingly strong. We can add in this, but oh, look at the DTs. We've got 5 DTs going to be moving around. MorroW hasn't gotten his top left base yet. He's just getting down a Baneling nest. That's actually a really nice move to deal with that. To get those splash damage. So if you can get Banelings to hit on anything that's bunched up, they are good. But here we're having the DTs running around. They're going to be splitting up. This one is going to be down here where there's no detection. So it's going to be able to do a nice bit of damage. Now we've got the DTs shooting forward. MorroW does have... he knows what the DTs now that Overseer sees them all. This DT at the... Oops, I just clicked the wrong button. But this DT at the third is now attacking the spawn car. Now it's going to be able to wail on those drones. The DT in the main base is now going to die because it's attacking the Evo chamber. But this Dark Templar over here, this third, is now up to 7 kills, 8 kills, 9 kills, 10, 11. It's going to target fire these drones. 12 kills now. It's going to get 12 drone kills. And we're having mutas and lings attacking down here. We've got DTs and stalkers to be able to defend that. But elfi has now killed 50 drones this game. MorroW is really being put on the run right now, but he's still ahead of the food. And we have got 29 mutas on the field. So many mutas. There's no third base for elfi, and we're 20 minutes. Holy God. This game feels like it should be a lot less than that, but they've been on such low tech, low eco, and high aggression for so long now that we're actually 19 minutes into this game, and it's getting crazy. elfi's now pushing out with a strong army. There is no charge on these zealots, but that's not a huge deal. We've got blink stalkers and we've got archons galore. But oh no, is MorroW going to go for the base trade? He's got a very mobile army. Now we're having elfi going all the way across the map with only 2 bases. Is there a probe out on the field for elfi? That would be key. I don't think so. This Warp Prism is empty, and MorroW's going to be ready to engage and attack over here, but elfi is throwing down cannons. He does not want to lose to exactly what MorroW is doing right now. So there come the cannons. We've got all of these mutas going to be attacking down there. We've got elfi now wreaking havoc on this third, and now the second layer of the game is going to fall. The mutas are continuing to attack. We have cancellation on those pylons over there because who needs pylons when you don't have any units? So they're going to be falling, but those probes, are they going to escape? The probes do not escape. The probes do not escape. That is key. There can be no rebuilding of any buildings over there. We've got, oh, that's actually, not Elfi's, that's MorroW's. But now we're going to have this base going down. These links are going to be tagging forward. We've got still some probes down there that are alive. The mutas are continuing to attack. MorroW is getting hit in his natural expansion, but holy spine crawler, Batman! There's so many spine crawlers. Queens are there. These spine crawlers are going to be key. They're going to will down this army's health enough so that the mutas and everything could actually probably engage directly with the links and do it damage. But now the probes are trying to retreat. MorroW's got to target the probes. They are dead. Is that the last probe? There's 7 probes left. Where are the probes? Oh wait, there's a drones, and those are, oh my god. Where are the probes for Elfi? Elfi needs to be able to build more stuff, or he's going to be dead. He's saved in the War Prism. There are still probes in the War Prism, and MorroW thinks that he's killed all of those probes. Is there enough? There's enough even for a. There's enough for a Nexus. There's enough for a Nexus. Will Elfi build a Nexus, or will he just run around? He could literally expand right here and get a Nexus down, but he's going to be. It's not going to be revealed. He may be revealed. Sorry, actually, MorroW is not going to be revealed because MorroW's got these bases down here. There's Elfi has not rebuilt their base, so now this assimilator is actually going to be a really key thing because now MorroW's going to try and kill it. But where are the probes from Elfi? Is Elfi gonna? Where did he rebuild? He rebuilt some buildings somewhere. Where are the buildings that he has? MorroW is kind of. Where is your stuff? Oh, there we go. Elfi's got assimilators here in the main base of MorroW, or what was the main base of MorroW, but MorroW has got a lead in terms of the units. You got the Spire is actually still alive somehow. The Spire is still alive. MorroW is insane right now. He could still build mutas if he wants to. He just needs minerals. Never mind. Now it's dead. But still, we've got 10 drones out in the field. MorroW is actually managing to rebuild, and there is almost nothing that Elfi can do to rebuild. He's just building simulators, pylons, and everything in every which way. He's going to try and by the time he already knows about these 2 bases. Or I'm looking at the wrong person. There we go. MorroW, yeah, well, Elfi does know about these 2 bases. Is also being revealed. So these bases, or those buildings of his, yeah, they're seen. You've got changing there, acting as a scout. Where are those probes of Elfi? There it is. We've got another assimilator going down. Basically, Elfi is just going to continue building assimilators and pylons, being really, really annoying as he's going to go ahead and try and eliminate MorroW. MorroW is trying to eliminate. This is the most ridiculous base race I've ever seen, because it could literally go either way. Because MorroW has these units standing. Oh, Elfi, you need to target those drones. You need to eliminate the drone threat. But this is going down quite effectively. We've got MorroW though with another base in the top left. Oh, those hatcheries. But that's the final hatchery. Look at the mineral count. We're only at 200. Now we're just having the drones getting picked off. There we go. Elfi's going to target firing those guys effectively enough. And MorroW, he does have Ling still alive. But this War Prism is functioning as a really good scout. And it's going to go straight over there, darting around the field, trying to find the bases. What is going on? Elfi builds another assimilator. He's officially now unable to build a Nexus. He has no intention of trying to get back into this game through economy. He wants a direct engagement. He thinks he's got the lead. And oh, the War Prism! The War Prism doesn't see the base! The War Prism does not see the base. Elfi does not know about this base. He may assume it's there because of the mutas and everything stopping that attack pattern. But MorroW may try and get the right engage. Oh no, they're going to avoid each other. They're avoiding each other. Oh my god, MorroW is sending out all of his overlords. He sees the army now. He's going after these the simulators and everything, but where are the probes? The probes should be with Elfi. He's bringing, yeah, he's there. He's found the hatchery. The hatchery can't get cancelled. The hatchery cannot get cancelled. We have 175. We've got more simulators that are going to be thrown down and everything as well. Elfi was defeated. The last assimilator has fallen. He did not get to build it in time. My God, MorroW just won a ridiculous series. Well done, well done. That was intense. Well done, guys. That was awesome. Ah,